Hi, I'm Julian, and this is the Bricksmith channel, and that is Chris, aka Fazoom. We play with Lego. How about you? With that being said, Chris is still waving. How you doing, Chris?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I found out that the thumbs up emoji to teenagers is like whatever.
Really?
It's a harassment. So if you're getting it from your kid,
did your kid tell you this, or
no,
did?
Yeah, she told me, but I was like, how? Because we were I was watching a TikTok with a bunch of different. This lady was talking about all what these different emojis meant. TJ, you have an invite. And
Good day.
one of them was the thumbs up, and I was like, I said to my teenager, I said, really? And she goes, 100%. She says that is you just nanner type deal. And I was
So
like,
it's become a sarcastic, sure,
yeah,
whatever.
And I was thinking about that when you texted me that tonight. I was like, that's not sarcasm. He's new on the left, old gray on the right.
That's right. Old gray. Dude, I'm about to be bald gray bricks if this keeps it up at this rate, man.
Yeah, well, hey, you know what, though? I was just talking to Keith about that this weekend. Give in.
Oh,
the second it's too thin, give in. That's the only way, because like then they're like, because that's just me. If this didn't do this, it would be gone.
See that? Look at that.
I see it. It's still not shavable worthy. There's enough juice left in the tank.
I'm starting to do this like my dad. I taught my dad, he'd be petting that hair down right there. And
yeah. Moto,
hop in here.
Oh, why is it? Because here's the thing, man. I rebrand myself. Not so much. I'm not taking away the Pink Bucket Nation. It has been around forever. Will always be who and what Bricksmith is. However, from time to time, I rebrand the name of the Sunday show to take me out of my comfort zone.
It's the bucket.
Yeah, it's right. It's right up there. So, that's why. And it'll be, it may be Lego new or old forever, but I don't know. It probably won't be. At one time we did late Lego. Another time we did, what's up, TJ?
Hello.
I don't know how you doing. You at college?
Yeah.
How your mama now?
She's all right.
Okay, good. How about her at home?
Well, I need to make a video about that, to be quite honest.
Say what? I didn't catch that, TJ. You good?
Oh, yeah. I have to hold the mic a bit closer now. Okay. Apparently, it's not working as well.
Oh, I got you. So, TJ, how many different shows did I have on Sunday nights?
I have no idea.
Bunch of different name ones?
Yeah. There's been a few just in the time that I've been here.
I mean, it's what are you gonna do? He's in Colorado,
Moto went to bed at 6 p.m. I don't know.
I'm not gonna fight it. Hey, I wish sometimes I do.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
In fact, my wife has gone to bed now, so.
Hey, mine too. Anyway, so let's talk about this, TJ.
Talk about what?
Okay. Old versus new Lego. And what makes one better than the other? Or what makes one worth more than others? TJ's like, Ninjago?
Well, I mean, for new Lego, the worth is there in the quality of the build, the detail. There's definitely a lot more detail put in the sets now than there was, 30 years ago, even 20 years ago. Not to say there wasn't any detail.
I'm Moto. I'll go to bed. I'll get up at 5, but I'll go to bed about 10 tonight.
Sorry, TJ.
Go ahead, TJ.
But then with old Lego, there's the nostalgia value.
That's what
There's
Chris said in the pre-show.
yeah, there's that value. There's that I grew up with it. I have that experience with it. That's why I want it.
So TJ, you're a younger AFOL. However, you never had a dark age. Is there stuff that you feel nostalgia for that came before your time?
I'd say a bit of the classic space.
Hey, space!
Some of the early space themes.
You made this.
Actually, a while back, I got this big bulk lot of Lego, and I sort of threw it, parted it all out, put it in my parts collection. But I rebuilt, I think I want to say a year ago, a few of the Blacktron 2 sets because I found the pieces in there, and they were in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then that made you nostalgia for the old days of Lego, not so much the old days of TJ, right?
Yeah.
I dig that. Chris, you was gonna say something. You had your finger up, like
No, I was giving him props for the Blacktron. Although I was going to say Blacktron 2 superior spaceships, terrible minifigures. So,
what now, Chris? Let me ask you, along with that, with the nostalgia. Of course, literally, we know that you love space. But hang on, time out. Brick D, TWK. If you're camera ready and you want to join us in the live room, let us know and send me your email so I can send you a link. You can also join on your phone or your tablet device. Just throwing that out there. By the way, hi. Now, Chris, it's not just a Chris's personal opinion. There is a lot of hate for the B Blacktron guys.
Okay.
Why?
Well, because the minifigs for the first Blacktron were so awesome. I mean, you had that smiley face grin up under all that black and the heavy suit and all that kind of stuff. And so when the Blacktron Next Generation comes out, they have a pretty B on their shirt, and there's no technology, there's no nothing. There's just a B on it, and we give Mtron a pass because that's whatever. Sort of give it a pass. But the B, and if you put them together, you have BM. I'm just saying. But the B's just dumb. If you took that, if they had put something really cool on the chest and a logo on it, that would have been a whole lot better than just the little B. And so that's
like the zippered color with the space logo. That's totally acceptable.
Yeah, that'd have been cool. You know, the minifigs. That was is either mystery minifig or I think it was a bad guy in the Space Police 3, and he had a modern looking Blacktron outfit, but he had the B on it, and he was a pretty cool fig.
Yeah, his name was Wrench.
Yes, I think I ran across him. Hang on,
TJ.
Yeah,
TJ had knowledge.
TJ
got Space Police 3 was my first Lego theme. I got a lot of knowledge about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I had his torso the other day. I wonder where I put it.
Yeah, actually, my copy of him, his torso cracked, and I had to buy a new one.
No, that sucks. TJ, I got a Star Wars question for you because I know that you're the closest, not closest to Star Wars. Me and Chris like Star Wars. What's up, Dave Morgan? It's good to hear from you and see you, brother. You have
Dave, jump in, Dave.
But the question is this, TJ. It's simple. Why the 2010 set with the 501st? Why was it so? Oh, okay, buddy. You can't carry yourself, man. Why was it so important until the 501st new one came out?
With the old 501st set,
yeah,
from 2013, I want to say the little walker.
2013.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was important because the 501st had not been in Lego up until that point.
Sure.
And they had played a big role in Episode 3 with the Jedi Purge, and then
which I accept, respect, and understand where the value, nostalgically and financially, would come in on that set. Yeah. But why in your opinion, did it get thrown away to the wayside when the new 501st came up?
I think it did a bit, yeah. I mean, it really depends for which style of printing you prefer. Some people prefer that style of the Clone Wars animated style, and other people saw that 2020 style. And I think ultimately people started leaning more towards this 2020 style of printing, this kind of hybrid between realistic and animated, because it was just easier to get. It was affordable. It's still on the market now. It's
Which one?
the 2025
Oh,
Battle Pack.
yeah.
Yeah, that's still available. It's widely available, and I think
Yeah.
that's why people lean towards it a bit more.
You could be like Dom on TikTok, a cool guy Dom, and have like 27 copies of that set. Which is
I've got
crazy.
6 copies, and that's enough.
No worries, Brick.
I have no copies, so
I as well have 0. You know which one? You know which one I would have liked to have? The big whatever it was from the Mandalorian. The big walker thing. With the red legs.
Yeah.
And
The
not
you're talking about the ATSD with the
I guess.
Yeah.
And not because of the controversial mini. Like, I don't care. To me, that looked like the best because it was big and it was like retroed out from back in the day.
I still run across
and-
one of those at a Walmart.
and it wasn't all gray like most Star Wars sets.
Oh
are.
God, yes, that is another. That's a big turnoff for Star Wars for me is the color coding gray and dark gray.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the Empire though. The Empire is
Yeah.
Stark and everything. Good guy ships have color and all that kind of stuff on them. So
Your spaceships that you mock are colorful. They're
Yeah.
not just a basic. Yeah, they're not just basic gray or black. They have some behind them. What do you got there?
this is Space Police, a new Space Police with prisoner pod underneath right there. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that the other day, I think. Yeah, it's weird how the prisoner sits under the engine.
Yeah, it's a freaking.
He's gonna get cooked.
We can hope.
Yeah, well, don't do the crime if you don't want to do the
If-
crime.
If he survives the transport, he'll go to trial.
So, are the Dark Troopers set, TJ or Chris? Is that a big deal?
The Dark Trooper set, with the Luke and everything. You know
Yeah.
what? Maybe.
It's a big-ish deal, but
Okay.
there also weren't that many Dark Troopers in The Mandalorian. So you get about, 6 of them, I think, and you've got...
But
a
they're
good number of
armyable,
them.
right?
Yeah, they're armyable.
Okay.
I mean, if you really want to army build them, you may end up with way more than actually exists in the Star Wars universe. But
I mean,
Yeah.
and now that be said, that's for now.
yeah,
But
Who
that's
knows?
it. It's like
that's
30
from
bucks,
our
you're-
current knowledge of The Mandalorian.
You're paying like $10 a fig if you buy that $30 set. Get 3 of those guys.
Yeah.
So,
No, you come in. We'll change the subject. We'll talk about you. In case anybody want to know my email, it's bricksmith78@gmail.com. Anyway, back at the ranch.
but here's the thing about those little vignette sets. I think they're great, but it is kids can play with them. I get that, but for collectors, like everything in the collector thing that's going on now, you get it. You've got a little vignette. You put it on the shelf and it looks pretty, but your shelves are filling up. All about my,
Yeah.
I got to go buy some more shelves, and I don't display a lot of just plain sets. I do a few. I do usually do mocks, but I'm running out of space even for that. So, shelf space is a premium. That's now they're making
yeah.
pictures and all that kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, when
Let me tell you what. I know exactly what you. It's not the size of the shelf. It's what you stick on it.
Well, this is what I stuck on my shelf today. Actually, I got it
Ooh.
Friday. I got it early.
That's awesome.
This baby's
I'm-
awesome.
I'm interested in that one.
It's so good. I mean, it's really good. This new canopy is amazing. It is. You feel this thing weighs about 2 pounds. It feels like it's just chock full of brick. Really cool. They use Technic things for the engines, which is great. It comes with a stand, which helps you put it on a shelf. Lego is paying attention, I guess.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah, but the figure's great. The cat's cool. This 3 really good
Hey,
figures.
Haley.
These guys are really cool. Tiki Watanabe or whatever his name is, and this lady here. The figs are great. Lots of accessories. So I highly recommend $40 for this, or yeah, $50 I think it was for this. But
What's that?
Yeah, it's
What's
50.
the part count?
500 and something.
That's worth it.
I mean, it's right on 500 or 490 or
That's good.
something crazy like that. But it's bricks and plates. It's not like a bunch of dots in there. That's your
Yeah.
there. It's got storage and little play things. But the cool thing is Buzz Lightyear sits straight up in his seat. You don't have to leaning back so he's looking over his belly to get under the canopy. Which I can't stand that. That makes me nuts.
Dave, if I gave you my credit card number, you could get yourself a soda pop, and that would be the end. And then Haley Bricks is here. Hey, Haley. And Dave says also that has a lot of features on that set.
It does. Really cool.
Now, for Zoom, I did want to ask thoughts on the Bricklink Space Troopers set thing.
I
designer
saw
program.
that. I
What?
saw that. What is that? Going to be $200?
It's gonna, $200.
I need to look at the design more, and obviously what the figs are going to look like because they're just blank right now.
Yeah.
Would I give it a whirl? Yeah, maybe if they're classic space guys or something cool like Futuron, or kind of would be workable and everything. But I really don't pay a lot of attention to the Bricklink thing because all of a sudden it's limited edition, they're gone, and it's that kind of thing. And I don't really like to play that game. Hello.
Hello, how are y'all doing?
You doing?
When dinos rolled the earth. We're doing okay. You guys don't know this, Haley Bricks.
Sorry, we were
Haley.
building. I was building dinos all yesterday, so I had to
Nice.
change my thing.
What
All right.
set are you building?
So go
shoot.
ahead.
I built all of them except for that the big one with the new dino and the Triceratops chase. I gotta hunt that one down.
Oh, you mean you're talking about the new?
Yeah.
Well, you weigh in on this. Old versus new. What do you and why do you? Like what hits you in the feels? Is it nostalgia or is it just because it's the thing you like the most?
It probably comes down to probably what I like the most because I remember seeing it was like probably the first movie I ever saw in theaters, and so it's like between nostalgia and then kind of my love for dinos kind of grew from there.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
I mean, I especially now that we're actually getting more dinos and not just a T-Rex or Raptor. We're actually getting different species, which is really nice.
Yeah. But what about like, all right, when you came into Lego, you I don't know, did you start getting the new stuff? Did you go look back, or did you find stuff nostalgic that was older?
Oh, shoot. I think when I got into Lego, once I found out there were dino sets, I went back and hunted down, was it the 2005 Dino Attack series, because I wanted all the dinos. And then I looked even further back, and the 90s ones, those are the Adventures, and I collected all those. And then at the time, not those were pennies on Bricklink, so every time I went to a Bricklink store, I just kept rescuing all the dinos.
Right.
Oh dear Lord! And of course now they're a little bit more than a few pennies, but so heck, even the Duplo dinos. Oh dear Lord! I blame Mark for that. Mark, I think it was 2018. Mark introduced me to the Duplo dinos when we were during the Philly show that year.
Oh,
And I was like, oh, I had to send him a message afterwards. Like, oh, I hate you. He's like, what? I'm just like, because I've now ordered all of them except for that one little purple guy that only came in that one set.
no.
Well, I will say this for nostalgia. Sometimes this, can you guys just share the screen? This is
Oh,
the
yeah,
first
here you go.
dinos. Okay, I don't. Does anybody like those?
Oh man, I want them all.
Yeah.
They're look at that.
So I've collected all the body parts, the
Mhm.
dino body parts, because like the Mosasaurus I have somewhere, and the that other, it's not a Triceratops, it's a little bit different, has the extra horns.
Yeah, that one looks like he's either constipated or I don't know what's going on there.
I have that back piece in trends pink.
Yeah. Now this guy was not bad.
What's that motor or dude?
Dude in the chat.
That's
What's
not.
up, buddy?
I remember this one.
Same the elephant has those same legs, which is
Mhm.
fun.
Yeah, he wasn't bad.
Oh, to go back to that one.
The T-Rex.
Yeah, he has a crocodile head in his mouth as a tongue.
Yes,
Yep.
I remember that.
And that's the creativity that the Lego designers had to have when they were looking at these molds.
Mhm.
And those guys, they're expensive, especially
Yeah,
like
this guy was
Colin.
cool. I never had him, but he was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But let's see. They,
I'd be
oh,
his
look,
friend.
the whole kit. Look at all those. They're just
It-
derping together, all with the same stupid head.
They
No,
did-
I've slowly pieced those together, but now they're just stupid prices. So it's like,
Really?
or maybe I keep catching them at show, like people doing show prices, but I was just like, nope. Mm-mm. But then there's a couple on Bricklink that are,
If I
money-
remember, they came in
money.
molded boxes, and Lego was big into that at the time. And it's like
Yep.
the molded box cost more than the crappy bricks inside. It seems like.
shit, those poly pockets, be able to take them anywhere on the car. Action figures.
The X Pods, I liked X Pods. Those were cool. 'Cause they had real brick in them, not molded dino heads and stuff.
Those look cool. I eyeballed those over there at on the tour in Atlanta, Brick Co.
Mm.
downstairs. I don't know why. They've been in the same box for 3 years. And I was like, yes, please.
Hello, Jeff.
Jeff, you want to weigh
Hey.
in on nostalgia versus it's old versus new. Why do you like the old sets? And if you do, or if you like the new stuff, why do you like that? What makes it different? What makes us go back to the same well? Or what makes you go back to the well? Well,
That's a good question.
thanks.
2 years ago, I would have been able to answer that.
I understand.
I don't really buy into nostalgia anymore. Does that make sense? Like with Lego anyway. With other stuff, that's another thing entirely. What's up, Star Trek figures? Anyway,
Right.
but now the only thing that excites me about older stuff is people buying it from me.
I get that.
I'm really excited about people getting the stuff that they want. So like that brings me back, like making a person happy because they've been looking for X set for X however many years, and I'm not going to charge you your firstborn,
Right.
for it. I'll give you a decent price. But as far as new stuff goes, I mean, see, Chris is very happy. You're welcome.
He says,
And
I
it
got a
didn't
whole
cost
squad
him-
now.
And I don't own Jake, so life is good.
Not yet.
But
Because it's like, how
I
many
don't
more do
know.
you have?
oh, I have so many lunar base plates. It's not even funny right now. I went from like 0 to like 30, and I'm like,
That's always
I
the
have to
best.
sell these. Yeah. Okay, so Like new stuff, I got excited about the new space. Like space, I guess I'm like Chris with this. Is that if there's a space thing, I will try to buy it unless it's utterly stupid. Like the Friends stuff that's coming out. Sorry, that's not me. That's not my jam.
I want the
I'm
space
sure-
cookies out of that set.
I know you
Space
do, Chris.
Your space.
But
cookie.
like,
Yes, I am.
if somebody was like, "Hey Jeff, I will. If you want to buy my entire Futuron collection for $500, I would probably try to make that happen." That's the
Me too.
only nostalgia bit that I would go for. I prefer
$8. I have $8. I can't.
$8. Yeah, fine. I prefer my stuff as far as new looks on things and like other people's stuff revisiting things. So newish old, I guess.
I
I
get
don't know,
that.
man.
Yeah, listen, there is not a wrong answer here. Stop
Right.
it, Chris. You see,
No,
Chris,
exactly,
hey,
like
Chip-
exactly that. Like
Yeah.
Chris showed me that, and I was like, "Man, Space Police 2 is badass." Man, Chris is proving that it could still be badass.
right.
Man, why don't we have space stuff anymore? God damn it!
Why
But,
don't
you
we
know,
have why don't we have space stuff like Chris and some other people build? Oh, but wait, there's more.
That's a licensed product, though. We just don't have like a space like we
Yeah.
don't have like a Blacktron anymore or a Space
Yeah.
Police anymore. And that's just life. That's how it is. That's how
But
business works.
that comes the question: are they even allowed with licensing the products that they've licensed?
Star
Yeah.
Wars got renewed until 2034.
Well, there you
So
go.
I doubt we'll be seeing. I doubt we'll be seeing an original space IP anytime soon.
Yeah, maybe. What do you think about the Buzz Lightyear? As a matter of family, guys, Chris is a huge fan.
I'm a huge fan of that spaceship. I'm not a huge fan of the rest of the sets.
I dig at least what I've seen so far.
I actually looked at the Zerg. I'll pick him up. I looked at the model, the build on like New Elementary or whatever, and it's pretty sweet. They take some time. They even detail the back and everything. So they went a little extra on that. So I like him a lot. The 4+ little Zerg bot or whatever, maybe I'm not going to get that. But
Completionist.
I want
well,
the
3 is not hard to complete. So
I want the new kitty cat color.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
he's cool.
What are we talking about here?
Mr. Sucks.
Socks,
Sucks.
cat.
Yeah,
Sucks the cat.
there's a kitty cat in there. It has a different color scheme.
Oh, Chris, are you trying to show it to us?
Yes.
Yes.
There he is.
All I see is a big pale hand.
Yeah. Well, feel the pail, buddy.
Is
There
it
it
a
is.
snowstorm? What's going on? I'm sorry, Chris. I love you.
It's
buddy.
okay.
All right.
You really want to see it? Go to Bricklink or Brickset, I guess.
So, Haley, you were talking about dinosaurs. Oh my! And it reminded me of a thing at Bricks Cascade, the big ass Jurassic Park setup they have. It's like 12 tables, and
Oh, yeah.
it's a
Yep.
whole thing. One dude brings the dinosaurs for that. Everybody else brings whatever, but like one dude just has like these huge totes full of Lego dinosaurs, and I'm just like, that's crazy. But
Oh,
okay.
Yep.
Yep.
He's probably the person I've been fighting off in Bricklink for years to get all the dinos.
Yeah, Dave said it. Bob, that's Bob that does it. But yeah, that makes sense to
Yeah.
me.
No, I saw because so for 3 years I worked on my Dino Island and I took it to Philly 2018, and it was very, very, very big.
I
And
enjoyed it. It was awesome.
it's like it broke my heart to have to come home and break it down to put the pieces towards the Hill Valley project I got going on. And I think the last thing I tore down was the volcano. That hurt. But it's like I kept it like a small little 16 by 32 section of the original island, and I have it in a shadow box. So I have it so that way I have like one piece of that.
I really like how Lego stole your design. I think I'll talk about that.
In the end, it's like everyone creates something, or it's like we're all we all have that same. We're all
Yeah.
creators and builders, and
But still,
I have a Haley. I have a silly question. How much more of the Hill Valley project do you have to do? Because I think I've seen it in like 3 different stages. Not
So I
fully.
have-
Yeah.
I've currently I have the 1955 version, and it's all the way. I have it from the farm all the way to the mountain. I was originally I was going to take the drive-in theater to Alabama,
Mhm.
but that dang B4C man, he joined in within the last 2 months, and I had to create a whole brand new section so I could easily flow into his. So I didn't get to take my drive-in.
Mhm.
I'm taking it with me to Brick Rodeo in July,
good.
and then after that, I'm getting into the western part because I'm using the drive-in theater as the transition to the 1885.
Yeah.
So I've built the train station for that one and kind of mapped out what I want to do building wise. And I've done a lot of the landscaping
Yeah.
for that.
It's gonna be great.
So
So, legit question, and I'm not even trying to throw anything there, Haley. When are you gonna break off and do your own display without the boys? And I know there's love. I understand. I completely. I mean, I've been there with y'all.
Because my current layout, and I'm even tweaking it a little bit more for this year. It's designed to where I could easily connect to somebody, but I can also disconnect from them and be able to be a standalone.
Because trust me, I like it when you guys get it together, but it's such an iconic thing. Why is it attached to a city? That
Because shoot, like I know Hoosier and I, we did it.
Yeah.
2019 Philly,
yeah,
and that was mainly because we wanted a large train layout.
yeah.
And at the time, I only had that section of the town square.
Right.
But it's like we really liked, like especially the Philly guys that had Pinlug that had their giant train layout. And it's like we really wanted to be able to run the trains in a huge section. So we just kind of kept and shoot. And we've been trying to get together to be able to have all 3 of us get together. And
Yeah.
like because Chris was supposed to be there in 2019.
Right.
But it's like, man, we have been trying for several years, and then I know all the COVID stuff happened, but this past year we've finally been able to actually be all together, and even then it's like, yeah, for now, as long as like we're still staying together,
Right on.
that way we can still have a huge train going through, and
Well, that part, yeah, that totally. I get that part now, yeah. And I wasn't like seriously, I wasn't trying to.
oh no, you're good. I think if I go to a show with them, I'll display with them. But if I'm by myself, then it's still set up because even the rodeo group for July, and luckily I've been making friends with the Text Lug people, so it's like they got to see my layout back in
Last year.
January. No. February. The Philly show came through Houston.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, January. Sorry, January is a big giant blur.
Right? Like we do like 3 shows.
We got Brick DTWK first time with us. Glad to have you.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Oh no,
You're gonna want to mute your other video that's running in the background.
Right? Like we do like 3 shows.
That works.
Hey.
We'll get there. It's okay.
Time with us.
You got a
So-
question for Haley real quick, yeah?
Yeah. Haley, are you ever going to do the 2015 Hill Valley?
So that one's on my mind. It's not a current thing. I do know some of the other Lego Back to the Future people, and one of them, I think he lives out in the West Coast, but he he had a Hill Valley, but he did it where it was more like a facade, where he didn't do the full buildings. And then whatchamacallit. But the way I know he's doing the 2015 version, but I like what he's doing. He's able to kind of interchange some of the like pretty much give his building like a facelift to be able to take the 1955 version off and then slide in the 2015 version. But I don't know, he hasn't been very active lately, so I don't know. It's on my mind. I might do like 1 or 2 buildings from it.
Yeah.
Because I still need to build the other side of the street.
That's true.
Well, I'm always looking forward to it, and I know that you're going to Big Rodeo this year, so I'm really looking forward to seeing it again. But hopefully they give you a bigger table and not the back corner of the pop culture room like they did last time.
That was
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't mind it too much because it was kind of nice to, like, it was crowded during the day, but it was
Mhm.
it wasn't as bad as when I tried to walk into the big room and there was just wall to wall people. I was like, man, even my little claustrophobic feeling, I was like, I walked back out and stayed in my little room, and it's like, shoot,
It could have been worse. You could have been next to Mark and Steven down on the main floor.
I know.
Like we were.
Every time I walk over, it was just a crowd. I was like,
Yeah.
What's their name? What's their name?
Yeah.
Matt and Scott.
Matt and Scott. That's it.
Matt and Scott.
Let me,
Shoot.
So have y'all heard the nasty rumor that Brickfair,
Down on the main
Alabama,
floor.
may be no more?
I don't know what you're talking about. Moving on. We're not talking about it. We don't talk
John
about
Denver
Bruno.
doesn't know what he's talking about.
What?
I hope not, man, because that was a fun show.
Yes,
It
it was.
is.
We had a good time.
From what I understand, the venue's gotten expensive, and he's looking. From what I've just heard, is that he's looking for like a empty mall or something like that. Which
I get
Malcon
that.
doesn't sound fun. So
Whatever. I'll show you. So
if they take me away from my chicken fingers, I'm gonna be mad. So
whatever.
I would understand that. Shoot, we didn't stay at the hotel that was across the street. We stayed at one further down the road because it was a lot cheaper and whatnot. So
Those are yours. I was trying to figure out whose dog it was. It's
Oh,
Haley's dog.
that's Peter.
I
Shoot,
thought TJ was sleeping.
I
that's
thought we were
Peter-
having a
Peter Parker.
problem
He's
on a universal level that I wasn't aware was a thing that
I
happened.
honestly,
And
for a second, thought it was John.
being grumpy. Are you being grumpy?
Oh, Peter.
oh my god, is that a pig or a dog? I don't care. It's wonderful.
Yeah, he's a good boy, right? Nope, he's being grumpy right now.
Mm.
It was raining, so we couldn't do much outside today.
I gotta scoot, guys, so I will see you all later. Haley, it was good catching up with you again. TJ, as always. Chris, you're a wonderful human being. Jillian, just keep being Jillian. Bye, everybody.
Thanks, yeah.
Bye,
Take
guys.
care, buddy. DTWK, you're gonna want to mute your other page or close it out completely when you come into the live room. Because if you don't, we're gonna hear if there's a delay and we'll hear it twice. So that's the only reason I kept it muted. Like, look at you get this thing on. All right.
Good job, Fazoo.
Those were good questions Jeff had for you, Haley. That was cool.
I like how Zoom can like put his head underneath the bucket. It looks like he's kind of wearing the bucket.
Because you don't have any hair.
That's true.
Who in this community does have hair?
Not as good as not as good as I used to. No. Yeah. TJ's hair is better than mine.
Except for TJ. Yeah.
So are any of y'all thinking Chicago? I don't know.
I'm going to Chicago.
Are you?
Yeah. He lives about
Yeah, I live about like 10 minutes away.
Well, my chances to Chicago actually went up this weekend, so it may happen.
No, I like it.
It may happen. So
Well, if you let me sleep in the bathtub, I'll go.
Well, I'm being a freebie on somebody. I'm being a.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I've been there.
Roommates.
I may be riding in the back of the U-Haul. I don't know.
Hey, man, just bring the PB and J, and they'll let you come.
I'm gonna drive in the Prius, so it doesn't cost as much to drive.
There
So.
you go. All right, DTWK has made it. All right.
You gotta unmute.
You can ask Haley. This is how I used to do it. I used to just pick people out of the crowd and say, "Come on in."
Oh, are we playing chat
Yeah.
roulette?
It's something like that. It's been a while. I ain't done it. That dog's gonna eat somebody.
Oh, he's
We'll be done in about 20 minutes, butt chop.
hey Chopper.
Oh,
Good job.
Chat. I didn't even.
Here. I was just talking about you earlier today.
Oh, I ain't seen or talked to butt chop since there was a thing. Yeah, okay.
There was things on the thing. Maybe it was Wednesday. I know.
What do you parting there, Haley?
Plates.
You're just sorting plates?
Yeah, I've been finally been able to get out into the garage and start tearing down and getting rid of sets and stuff. So, no, I've been trying not to leave all my sorted stuff stacked up too long
Yeah.
or pile up too high.
I love the more you talk, the more he's mad at you. That's hilarious.
Oh yeah, he gets fussy, and then because we go play video games in the evenings, so I'll go sit in the lazy boy. He'll get in the lazy boy with me, and lay down.
And
And
he's mad at you for not. That's so funny.
it's like you've been fed, you've been watered. We were outside before it rained.
Like for a tenant who don't pay rent, you complain a lot, dog.
So then all of them got their paws washed today. So I didn't realize it rained, and I let them out and came back and opened the door. And
Butt chop says my style is vintage meets modern and using the two to create builds never seen in the official sets. Chris has something like that.
ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
calls it a space police thing.
Yeah, I was sad during Alabama. I didn't get a chance to really walk around. It's like walk around and see everyone's stuff.
Do you ever? What?
Shit, Saturday and Sunday, that was rough. Oh dear Lord.
Well, that's the thing. Even though, if I do one, I'm not going to do coordinator again, even though you get stuff and get whatever. But being coordinator and stuff, you don't get time to put your stuff together, and then you miss a couple days before and after, it feels like, because you're coordinating, and then you're so tired. I was just tired. I was like, I didn't want to walk around. I just wanted to sit down. So I won't do that again.
Well, I lost a toenail, so I don't want to hear it.
Oh, I found it. It's in a bucket right over here.
I imagine it. You put it in your pink bucket because you know where it goes. I got you.
Shit, I spent a week on Hoosier's couch sick, and it's like I barely remember being there.
Yeah, it was a blur weekend, so they always are.
Oh yeah, I went back and rewatched everyone's videos from that weekend, so I could see everyone's mocks. So
Like, man, that was there. I didn't know that.
I was there. Dang it! It's like, yeah. It's like shoot, the only pictures I had that was from the lights out on Friday, which I really wish they would do that on Saturday and not Friday because not everyone's fully set up by
That's
Friday.
I agree.
Yeah.
Or that they would do it a couple of nights.
Yeah.
Because it didn't take hard. Just turn the lights off. But
Now, I'm gonna circle back around to Chris's statement about there potentially not being a Brick Fair, Alabama. Most of the people on the YouTube that we would go to Philly from wherever we lived. Did you change it?
Yeah, that's mom's
Oh.
ticks. text him.
Okay.
It was a little. Yeah, I mean, I knew who it was, but it was a little eerie. I was like, "Is he dead? Did he just come and talk to me?" Or-
Right. But for us, Chris, wherever we decide to land is where we'll go. I mean, it could be as far as brick slopes. I mean,
You need to consider Atlanta Brick Convention
I
because
will definitely.
the
The
dog's
dog
not
says no. When is that one, man? When is that?
Well, I don't know what next year will be. This year it was like 2 weeks after Brick Fair or something like that.
I was gonna be there with a smile on my face. It was my daughter's first birthday.
You know.
Guess what? And the Saturday landed on her birthday. It wasn't like, oh, her birthday's the 9th and we're gonna celebrate on Saturday. No, it was hammered down on the same, and I was like, nope.
Well, it was really tough for us because we did a show right in early December, then we did Brick Fair, Alabama, then we did Trains, and we did Atlanta Brick Company. They were all like spaced out 2 weeks apart each.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's stuff that came back from the last show that I ain't putting that back together for right now. So it's pretty trash.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
From what I can tell about the club, my assumption is that they're not going to do Brick Fair if there is a Brick Fair next year.
I don't think as a club, maybe not. I mean, I'm trying to just since the Atlanta show has fallen in there, that makes it even tougher. But I want to support the locals here in getting a show going because they had, 7,000-8,000 people come through that show, and that's a big show for public. That's cool, whatever that is. But anyway, if there is no Brick Fair, Alabama, we're going to push to make and reach out to the locals, Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama, to come to it. And because
heard of them,
it would be super big.
Haley, you know anybody that's part of the Tennessee log?
I don't know, man.
Oh, them people.
Shoot. I'm pretty sure if Alabama probably doesn't happen, then what next, those big shows on the East Coast, they have the Brick Fair Raleigh. Don't they do a Raleigh show and the two Virginia shows?
He's mixing that up. Virginia's always going to be Virginia. I think he's just doing different, like hopping one like Brick Universe can do. I think he's trying that. I don't know if he will or not, but Atlanta would be super great because Atlanta Brick Company's not far.
Oh, shoot. You have to spend a couple hours in that shop. I learned my lesson.
You got to spend a couple of $100 in that shop.
I've been in that shop for, I think, open to close before. Very close.
So I hadn't visited them when because they moved to the big store. It's like I've visited them multiple times when they were in the small one right down the street.
Right.
So when I finally got to go visit, was it last May? Yeah, because we did an AFOL day, so I was hitting up all the AFOLs. I went over to Atlanta, and it's like, man, I should have planned to stay the night so I could sit there and just be able to go through like their tables, and like I walked the store. I think I walked it 3 times to look at everything before I finally stopped in one spot.
It's amazing.
Let me tell you, now it's got twice as much stuff. They bought a big collection out. They, where you would have one set, on the shelf, they have like 3 or 4 stacked in there now on a lot of stuff. They have a lot more stuff than they used to. So.
Do you remember Broke for Bricks?
Say again?
Do you remember Broke for Bricks on Facebook or YouTube or any of that?
Mm.
They bought his entire collection.
Okay, that's who I heard about went down there with a truck and an army load. So,
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But you were about to say something before I interrupted you, Haley.
Oh, I don't remember. We'll do a circle back around.
Right on.
All right, Zoom. Since I have you here, and I've been staring at these stupid plates. Have you figured out anything to do with these guys yet? Or
I would use them for landing pads or something, but
these?
I don't have any for that purpose. I'm like, I don't need those.
I stacked up a couple of them and realized it kind of looked like a hamburger because it was like a green, a yellow, and a red plate on top with like the buns. So
I
you
see
can make
that.
hamburgers out of them.
Yeah.
Like I haven't been able to figure out what to do with them. I only picked up the Mario because they were on super discounts.
Yeah, I've seen those. I've seen those parts. I'm like, I don't. I just have no use for them. So, no, I don't want them.
They're trash.
They're loaded. They're, to me, it's bucket filler. You just throw it in a bucket and you never get to it again. And I mean, I understand the shaping and all that kind of stuff to make a base.
Do
plate like
you?
that.
I don't think I do. I feel like
I don't.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say it's like the only use I can figure for them right now is to throw them in for because doing all this landscaping and then doing this next wave of landscaping is like I'm tempted to throw them inside the Mills plates if I need to raise up a section underneath.
That is actually a great idea. Chris doesn't believe in Mills plating.
I'm just not there yet. Actually, no. I started a mock making Mills plates. I just haven't gotten done with it yet.
Good deal.
So it's interesting because Mills plating has been a topic this past couple of days because Friday I went down to help the Texas Brick Railroad group TBRR. They were setting up at a model train show down at a train museum down here in Galveston. So I went over Friday. I was helping them set up because a lot of them were coming in from out of town, and because I think a good chunk of them live in the Austin area.
Okay.
But they came down for the train show, and we were helping them set up. And I was kind of looking at how they have custom tables that they set up on, and then the discussion of Mills plates because last time I spoke to them was in September during the Bricks Colleen show, and they were trying to find ways to maybe be able to add some of my stuff into theirs, but since mine is up on 2 brick high Mills plates and they're not on Mills plates, but there was another gentleman there, Ed, and his buildings, and it was interesting because I've been contemplating this for the past couple of weeks, was that his buildings, he's pretty much made them where they're modular, but they're even modular off the base plate.
Okay.
So that he could easily go from a Mills plate or stick it on a regular base plate
I get it.
and be able to adjust to when you start doing these collaborations
That's
with other people.
In our lug, there's some that are switching to Mills plates. Has always been resistant to it, but those that are have like, look, there's just a quick conversion to slope it down to the others. There's no big deal. So, and we've even said that we can do Moonbase on Mills plates as long as you don't raise the Moonbase module. You just build the plate up, or you just that whatever 5 plates, 4 plates, or whatever that'll be on top of the plate, just let that be there. So I may do some Moonbase on Mills plates one day.
Since we've done it, especially the train track, it's made a big difference when connecting the train tracks, because even if the show tables aren't the best tables there, we know once we snap in the train it moves and it doesn't. We don't have to worry about it. But I like Dave's comment too, is that doing Mills allows for more in-depth landscaping and ponds or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that's cool.
Terrain.
I feel like an idiot not going to the Mills until I did the castle. But I got that castle. I was like, okay.
Shoot, I'm with you there too, Julian. I didn't realize that when I did the island, and the island was shoot, it was on mills, but it was 6 bricks high mills, and I didn't realize that's what I didn't realize I was milling before I was milling.
Milling.
I was like, oh, okay. I was just raising it up because I needed to have some land and some water and some cliffs.
Right. Oh, Dave.
Dave.
But yeah, it's so what is your next show, Haley?
Rodeo. I think it's the July 4th weekend.
Okay.
Well, I think July 4th is on a Monday, but it's that
And is that in Houston or Austin this year?
Austin.
That's dumb.
So
They move it back and forth or something like that.
yeah, so
Go ahead, Texan.
all right. So there used to be a show. I guess it's still there, but no one's doing anything with it. It's that Brick Fiesta,
Right.
where Brick Fiesta used to travel around to the 4 big cities in Texas, where each chapter of Texlug would host it one year, and then it would move. Well, I guess the Austin group broke free of the Dallas and San Antonio group and has decided to do their own brick rodeo, where the rodeo will go from Houston to Austin every other year. But San Antonio and Dallas still has Brick Fiesta or
Something.
something where I guess Dallas was kind of getting expensive,
I imagine.
where they were losing money on the show, and I think they were having the same issue in San Antonio.
And that's probably what Alabama's dealing with.
So, and it's being able to find a place outside the city, because Alabama is like that's in a
Oh yeah.
very expensive, or just event wise, it's
Yeah.
a very expensive part of town. You know, there's
It used to not be though.
Right.
It was a dump around that. Well, okay, I'm sorry. A demilitarized zone. Let's just say that it was really bad, and that Subway was the only place you could eat long ago. And man, I hate that Subway. So now they've built all that other stuff, and so they've built the stadium there. Prices and whatever probably ballooned on him, and that's unfortunate.
it, especially with them building up, because they had that stadium down the street,
Yep.
and I think they were talking about that used to be a parking lot the year before, and them building up that area. So, yeah, I'm sure convention prices.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put that stadium in there fast because it's like, well, where did that come from? And
So, Chris,
Maybe
if you do make it to Chicago, you're gonna meet Modulix Chris. He does some very cool builds. Just
I'm guessing
throwing that out
Modulix.
there. Yeah, you're welcome. Both of you. Anyway, but yeah, and again, we'll go where we have to, where we can, where we should. And there's honestly been talk of the YouTube part of the community bouncing from parts of America and making that the home show. I don't know if that's still a thing, but you know, it was once a thing.
well, you can come to Atlanta.
Oh, where else am I gonna go? I'm coming there anyway. I'm gonna sleep on
Okay.
your couch.
There's one right there.
I'm just saying.
You got to sort Legos to stay down here.
Huh?
You got to sort Lego to stay down here.
Oh, okay. Sure. I've been waiting for an invite for I don't know how long.
One day, when I get it clean down here, then yes.
Yeah, because I care about that. But anyway, we're moving it. Chris will be coming around to Chicago. Allegedly.
I'm hoping.
But there is some riffraff coming from the dirty coming up there to see y'all. Let's see how that works itself out.
That's right.
Are you there? I can hear you breathing, DTWK.
I can't
No?
tell if he's talking or not. No.
No. Butt Chop's going to Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool, dude. I'd love to meet you. That'd be awesome.
I'm going to Chicago.
Here.
Well, TJ, you're there.
Um,
TJ
yeah.
doesn't say, that was the last thing that TJ said.
Yeah, I haven't talked
Also,
to
I
like
bring
20
there.
Hello?
Oh.
Yeah,
Hello?
yeah, I can hear.
Are you there?
Yeah, so sorry. I'm first time joining the live stream here.
Well, man, welcome. Glad to have you.
Good to have you here.
Brick Smith,
Yeah.
and this is the gang. No. Did I just text somebody?
Sorry.
Sounded like it.
Mom has been cleaning out boxes out of the attic. It has now found a box full of old pictures from
No.
2000 era. She keep asking me, who are these people? I don't know. Who's this person? I don't know.
No. My chap says no Southerners in the Yankee country.
We'll bring our own sweet tea. It'll be okay.
Hey, he said he's been going to Brickworld, Chicago since 2018.
Well, I'm almost like 50-50 right now. So
Well, 50-51.
49, 51, 220,
Hey.
221, whatever.
Hey, that's the hour mark, and it's been great, and I've really enjoyed the conversation. And who knows? Maybe it'll be structured sometimes. Maybe it'll be ridiculous. Maybe it'll start structured, get ridiculous. Maybe it'll start ridiculous, get structured. I don't know. This is a new me for a new year, even though it's already into April. All right. I'm not even going to end like that. Thanks for coming, everybody. Bye.